Hey, it's me, your favorite achievement hunter, and in this video I will present a content overview about a roguelike turn-based resource management game called As Far as the Eye. On the main menu there are three options. We could select the campaign, but it is literally just a tutorial where you can learn the basics of the game. If we select the custom game, then we could set up a game the way we want to play. One important note about this type of game that if you win a run, then you're not going to earn new traits, so you can't earn Steam achievements in this game mode. The other one is a new game, continue, or if you don't have a game but you could continue, then just a play here. So if we start a new game, then we could select from four tribes, as you can see on the map background here. Each tribe represent one season. This is probably the autumn, this is perhaps spring, summer and winter. At the beginning only one tribe available, so you need to win the game at least once to unlock the second, then win the game with the second tribe to unlock the third, and so on. So when we just start a new game, then we can already see the charming and cute graphic of the game. I have no clue what opinion you have about this type of graphic, but I find it very cute and attractive. Please post in the comment your opinion about it. This is our caravan, and the goal of the game is to get to the eye through some destination. Each time you arrive a new destination, then you need to choose a new pet, and here you will see some kind of requirements, what resources need to be collected to reach the next destination. The Stone Gatherer 2 and Builder 2 means that you need to have this experience level at least on one your worker. So the first thing you need to do when you arrive to the new location, that you need to settle down your caravan so your servants will be released. You could do many things with your servants. First of all, you can collect resources, but for that we need to build some buildings. With some exceptions, for example, we could collect some basic food and wood without additional buildings, but if we uh, gather resources to the caravan itself without having a building, then your character not going to earn experience. So what could you do on the main map? First you can explore some ruins or the map. When you explore a sacred site, you could just pray to get some resources. You could plunder to get many resources, but it will have some negative event because of this action. Or we can offer some resources, and because of that we will earn one positive random effect. Let's plunder it to the first dam. And one of my mobile buildings, okay, I clicked that event result too fast, but I don't have any building yet, so it not had any real effect on my game. Okay, when we want to build a building, we can decide that it should be a permanent building, or a mobile building. Permanent buildings are much cheaper, but you can't carry them to the next map. If you build a mobile building, then when leaving to the next area, then you can bring that building with you if you have a free inventory slot on your caravan. You can carry resources with your caravan the same way. It is actually good to build a mobile building and carry them, but you need to stick with buildings you probably using on every single map. For example, a south mill is a good uh, building for having a mobile building from it. From time to time, there are other caravans passing through the area. This is a peaceful game, so you can't expect combat, but you can still interact with them and trade with them, which is a quite useful because this is the way you can recruit additional workers. You can trade with them, but this option for me currently unavailable as I don't have the required resource. Or you can just simply ask for their help, and as you can read here, they will reduce the requirements to reach the next land, which is actually quite useful on later levels when there are insane huge requirements to progress to the next level. So you can see the previous requirement was 225 stone and now only 169 required. And now let's take a deeper look on the game mechanics and the challenges we will face in the game. At the bottom of the screen you will see a bar. This represents the amount of turns you have on each location. In 84 turns I will lose the game if I not progress to the next location, but there are also random negative effects happening every few turns. These could be very common, but you can decrease their community uh, effectively. How could you do that? Well, this is a peaceful game and your tribe don't like to totally destroy the environment, so you need to be careful to not fully exploit any resources. There is a harmony stat to determine that. If you have a negative harmony, so a bad karma, then negative effects will be more and more common. How could you avoid that? It is easy. Before fully looting up every single resources on a tile, stop working on that tile. If you select your building, then you can select a new tile to prioritize. So be sure to stop gathering resources right before it would be fully exploited. Now, as we talked already about the time limits and the negative effects, let's investigate our little cute helpers. They all have some negative or positive traits. For example, this pupil does not take any damage from fire, but he also can specialize in trade, which is a negative trait. Your Our pupils also get experience while working. For example, this little fellow right now gathering some fruits, so he will get experience every time he returning resources for this profession, where we can see the talent tree. let's inspect one segment of this talent tree. Right now he is a fruit gatherer, so if he gathering fruits or cutting woods, then he will get experience on this profession. No matter which will be done, this free talent will be unlocked anyway. This first already unlocked plus 5 resources per harvest style. Soon this will be unlocked too, plus 15 knowledge points per harvest cycle. And the third is less consumed food because your fellow workers will consume food, which is pretty understandable. Once you reach the third, once your fellow little helper reach the third profession level, then fruit gathering will fill up this experience, will unlock these talents, and wood cutting will unlock these uh, talents. While your workers working, they will also unlock some knowledge points. What could we do with these knowledge points? First of all, you can upgrade your caravan. You can upgrade inventory slots, movement speed. Uh, you can get an extra room, so you will have space for one more worker. You can also build a council building, which also offer many other unlockables. So the game has deep strategical options, and the game also very hard. So actually you need to learn the game very well to be able to finish one full run. There is a third use for knowledge points, which is upgrading buildings. Sometimes you need knowledge points. Sometimes you need just simple resources to upgrade a building. It is important to mention that if you upgrade a permanent, so not mobile building, then you will lose that building and you will lose the upgrade you spent on the building. But if you upgrade a mobile building like the council, then those upgrades are permanent if you carry the building with you. As you can see, uh, this building type has a different icon. This has just a stable house icon. This has a house icon with some Luftballons, air balloons. So if you upgrade these buildings, which is recommended, then you can use an upgraded building if you're not losing to some negative events, or if you decide to leave the building behind and not carry with your caravan. Sometimes you will be very short on inventory spaces, so sometimes you need to leave something behind, either resources or building. So it is highly recommended to use your knowledge points on permanent upgrades, so on mobile buildings. And what will happen if we run out of time and failed to finish the requirements? Well, then we lost the current game and we die to the wave or tsunami, or call the way you want. The map will be flooded and this is the end. Rest in peace, my little fellows. And now here is an important question about game and about harmony. So if we loot up completely one resource type, then we get negative karma. But I don't really understand what's the point not loot up, or how could we get negative karma if everything will be destroyed on this area by the flood anyway. I believe this is an important question to ask from the developers. But now let's jump. What happens if we to the part? Let's jump to the part and see what happens if we not failed and we get to the end of the game. There is one important building which is really required to win a game, and that is the market. If you upgrade it to the maximum level, then the exchange prices are acceptable. Right now I need just a bit more wood to reach the end of the game, and to get that I will literally sacrifice now every other resources, and now I can finish the game. So what happens when we finish the game? Well, we can carry some buildings for extra points, and the resources. This happens every time when you traveling to a new zone. You can carry your mobile buildings and resources. You could ask why it is required to do when we already finishing the game, because the delivered resource determinate our final score, and now we can leave. So this way we finish the game. So this is the moment when we also unlock some new uh, pupil traits. Each unlockable pupil trait unlocks team achievements. Well, how can we unlock these traits? They are probably awarded for some actions we did during our playthrough, but the requirements is unknown. I hope this video helped you get more information about the game. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe to my channel and follow my curator on Steam. You can find the link to the curator in the description in this video.